These are 10 of the most emotional rapper moments.
Oh, dude, this shit is so bad. It's what.
And at number 10, we have to start with the devastating death that affected the whole music industry. Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was a very big artist who was well known for talking about drugs and narcotics in his music. But not only did he talk about them, he talked about his addiction to them. He even opened up in a few interviews.
You're in a pretty good state of mind, I would say, right now. You seem like you've been going through some shit lately.
Yeah. Really just becoming a healthier person, cleansing myself of certain shit. That's obviously like an obstacle, but I'm getting there, so. You
always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous and rich?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key, due to music.
Juice would later go on to face the same problems, because on December 8th, Juice and his team would take a flight from California to Chicago. It was said that members of the Gang Investigation Federal Task Force were waiting on Juice WRLD's arrival. And as Juice WRLD and his team got closer to Chicago, they were notified.
Once we started getting closer to Chicago and we started getting service on our phones, our security guard, Hen, texted the group chat and was basically like, cops are here and they have a dog.
So as they landed in Chicago, speculation was Juice tried to swallow all the pills so they wouldn't be found by the task force. However, Juice's cameraman, Chris Long Films, came out and tweeted this. Jay did not swallow a bunch of pills because the police were at the airport. We gave no f***s about them being there. He could have flushed them down the toilet if he really cared. So after landing in Chicago at 1:30 a.m., the task force began to search the planes with a K9 dog. The K9 went in and instantly reported a positive alert. Later, the suitcases were opened and 70 pounds of cannabis were found. But while the search was going on, Juice began to have a seizure. He was then rushed to the hospital, but didn't make it. The official report was that it was the oxycodone and codeine toxicity accident. Juice's death hit hip-hop hard, with many artists making tweets such as these. They keep taking my brothers from me, bruh, R.I.P. Juice, and many more. But Juice isn't the only rapper who struggled with drug problems, because at number 9, we have Kodak. Fans' concern all started when Kodak linked up with famous YouTuber Osiris to react to his new music video. In this video, Kodak appeared to be very under the influence. Kodak was seen twitching and moving oddly. This would spark fans' concern, but some people shrugged it off. However, a few months later, Kodak went live and was nodding off, followed by another live a few months after that, completely rambling while sitting in the dark.
But if I gotta sacrifice myself on it for what you call it, bro, I would do that. I did it plenty of time, for real, which was fucking stupid.
This caused fans and other fellow rappers to show deep concern. Then, some time after that, Kodak was eventually arrested and tested positive for fentanyl in his system. And when he got out on bail, he went on live again and had a pretty emotional moment. A fan told him to stay in jail so he can sober up.
Damn, what kind of person are you? This one, you need to go back to jail and sober up, yak, for real, man. How and why would you, and why do you feel like that's the answer to my...
Fast forward, Kodak made an appearance on Kai Cenat's stream. In this stream, Kodak seemed to be acting very unusual and was seen twitching on multiple accounts. But what was really crazy is when Kai and Kodak were vibing to some music, all of a sudden, this happened.
What was that? That was a glitch for the Twitch.
This shook the entire chat as the clip went viral everywhere.
What the fuck?
Kodak and Kai continued to vibe, but you could tell Kai was a little in shock. Later, as Kodak ended up leaving, someone in the chat said they felt like Kodak was just trolling, and Kai had this to say.
I feel like he was trolling, I feel like he was not.
Supporters and fans even left comments saying, "We can't lose you, Kodak. We already lost so much soldiers to drugs and gun violence," followed by many more comments praying for Kodak. At number 8, we have another rapper from Florida, Julio Foolio. If you don't know Julio, Foolio is known for his beef with other rappers such as Young and Ace and many other rappers in the Florida area. These beefs created a lifestyle for Foolio that was pretty chaotic. Foolio has been in multiple shootings, even saying his first time getting shot was at 15 years old. Foolio went on to explain this story.
Then at 16 years old, you get shot yourself.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with that?
So this was like my first day of school, like, cause I had got kicked out of a school for fighting, right? They sent me to an alternative school in the ops hood who I was beefing with, like, they sent me, it's called Grand Park, they sent me to this school, right? One of the boys from that hood actually died that morning, and they thought I had something to do with it, like, and he died getting on the school bus. So, okay, I get off the school bus. Mind you, now, I ain't thinking of nothing, like, I been taunting this man all day, like, him being dead, like, knowing that karma real, I ain't thinking of it at that time, but this would show me karma real. I've been taunting him all day on Facebook, the person who died, so I get off the school bus, I walk through the cut, I'll say probably like 5-10 minutes later, somebody pop out the cut, go to shoot, and boom, boom, boom. I got hit on my hip, and my hip popped out of place, and I was just crawling, looking back, looking at him still shooting. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm crawling, I crawled to like this house with this lady sitting on the porch. I'm like, I'm shot. I'm shot, ma'am, I'm shot. She was like, I don't give a fuck, get the fuck out my yard.
Foolio even said he dropped out of school because of this.
Just like, all them events was making me worser. Like, I was in the hospital straight thinking like, somebody really just tried to take my life. Like, that showed me like, I gotta fully protect myself like at all means. Like that sent me like in the streets 24/7. I stopped going to school. Like, cause I got shot getting out of school bus, so I can't go to school. They know where I'm at 24/7 now.
Foolio would then go on to get into more shootouts. One time, Foolio even went on live after a shootout.
And whoever them niggas was, y'all put the run down, like y'all was supposed to get up on something, but that return fire, motherfucker, that'll get niggas up off you.
Eventually, this lifestyle caught up to Foolio, cause on Foolio's birthday, at 4:40 a.m., gunshots were reported at a Holiday Inn. 4 people were announced shot, with Foolio being one of them, and Foolio was later announced as dead. But let's move on to something a little more positive, cause at number 7, we have the time a single mother sat outside of a meet and greet for DaBaby for 3 hours, in an attempt to sell rapper DaBaby some hats. And once she finally got in front of DaBaby, she broke down.
It took a lot for me to come here.
You tagged me on Instagram earlier, right? Quick. Y'all got me a bigger size in this?
Yeah, he's grabbing it. I mean, she's grabbing it.
Put it away, don't even let nobody see that you got me. Don't worry about it. You keep these two or something to somebody else. You want me to take a picture holding them for you? Huh? Let me take a picture holding them? We can do that. You gotta, he ain't gonna let you see that phone, is he?
No.
Yeah, I know my baby gonna give me the phone. Yeah, take one for us.
This one?
And then get a,
Try to trade.
we can just take the picture and try to send it to her. He ain't letting that YouTube go. They don't do that.
Yo, I'm so fucked up. Like, this my son was single mom, bro. Thank you so much.
Good. Get you a big dog room. Man. You know y'all keep getting around. You ready?
Let me not look ugly.
You ready?
Man, that was wholesome. But this next one, not so much. The death of rapper King Von. On November 6th, 2020, the rap world was shaken by the sudden and tragic death of Chicago rapper King Von. At just 26 years old, Von was involved in a confrontation outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in downtown Atlanta that turned deadly within seconds. Surveillance footage will later show Von and his entourage pulling up to the club. What started as a fistfight between Von and another rapper, Quando Rondo, quickly spiraled out of control. One of Quando Rondo's affiliates comes out and sees this. He quickly ups a gun and lets off shots. Von was shot multiple times. He was then rushed to the hospital in critical condition, but it was too late. What made this even more devastating was the context. Von had just released an album called Welcome to O-Block that many considered to be his true breakout. The buzz was real, the momentum undeniable. Von wasn't just telling stories, he was living them. Coming from the harsh realities of Chicago's South Side, his death didn't just spark headlines, it sparked heartbreak. It was a gut punch to an entire generation of listeners who saw themselves in his story. Next, it's only right we talk about what happened to Quando Rondo, because on August 19, 2022, a quiet afternoon turned into a tragic scene. Rapper Quando Rondo and his cousin, Lil Pop, had just pulled into a gas station near the intersection of West 58th Street. They were in a black Cadillac Escalade, unaware that they were being followed. Moments later, a white vehicle pulled up alongside them. Armed men jumped out and opened fire. Lil Pop, just 23 years old, was struck during the ambush. Quando wasn't affected at all, but Pop ended up dying in the hospital. People believe this attack was on Quando. However, Quando survived the attack physically. A bystander video showed Quando completely breaking down at the scene, crying out, pacing, and collapsing in devastation.
The ending of a shooting that started in Beverly Grove. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. No! This man, a passenger in that car.
In that second, Quando wasn't a rapper. He was just a young man mourning family. But this next rapper, Famous Richard, lost his cool when the interviewer, who goes by Adam22, started to insult Chicago, which is where Famous Richard is from.
Problem is, though, is that most of these Chicago guys, they've never been on an airplane, and they're probably never going to be on an airplane. And if you were to go into their bank account,
stupid, goofy
you,
ass.
you
Where
would
you
find
from?
like
Wait,
$40.
Where's you from?
I'm from New Hampshire,
nigga,
buddy.
Fuck New Hampshire, nigga. Yeah, well,
what you talking about?
Adam then pretended to get up, which made King Richard start to feel away. So Richard stood up saying,
My homies, don't get up like that. Don't BD, don't do that. Don't do that, shorty. You made me nervous on the gas. Don't do that.
Then one of Adam's affiliates, who goes by Crip Mac, starts to stand and says,
I would never let you beat her up.
The security just came up in here. He felt the vibes.
You say you ain't gonna do the what?
I ain't never gonna let Cuz get beat up in here. On fight, Crip.
Right, on beans. Cause I'll tee this bitch up on King Day.
Do it.
Come on.
I'm not seeing it.
I'll tee this bitch up. On beans.
Do it.
I'll tee this bitch up.
You ain't gonna beat up on Cuz. On fight, Crip.
You gonna save him?
I'm gonna
That's my best friend. That's my bestie.
He gonna save you?
That's my bestie.
He gonna save you?
Check it out. We're not doing nothing here. We're not doing nothing here.
What you mean, gang?
We're not doing nothing here.
You're not doing what?
All right, yeah. Just sit down, relax.
Goodbye.
Relax.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Everybody, we can finish the podcast out.
I'll touch you, homie.
We can finish the podcast out.
We can bag back though, BD.
We're not doing that,
You
bro.
all right? I'm saying bag back though.
We're not doing that.
Doing what?
We're not doing that.
Doing what?
We're having a good time, Richard. Come on, everyone's having a good time. All good.
We gonna do the interview, but I'm saying though, you get up close though. Don't make me nervous, gang.
Doing my job, homie.
All right, on King Day, and I'm doing me on BD.
But next, we have to talk about the time Kanye broke down in front of the world. Cause in July of 2020, the world watched one of hip-hop's most unpredictable figures step into a role no one expected: presidential candidate. At his first campaign rally in North Charleston, South Carolina, Kanye took the stage in a bulletproof vest. The crowd was unsure of what to expect. During his speech, Kanye's tone shifted drastically. In the middle of talking about abortion, he opened up about a deep personal memory. He told the crowd he and Kim had considered aborting their first child, Northwest. As he relived that moment out loud, his voice cracked, then broke entirely.
She said she was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months, we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand. People know these pills where you take the pills, and if you take it, it's a wrap. The baby's gone. And I called my wife, and she said, we're gonna have this baby. But even if my wife were to divorce me after this speech, she brought North into the world, even when I didn't want to. She stood up and she protected that child. My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
The moment was divisive. Some called it a breakdown. Others called it brave. In a genre often built on ego and armor, Kanye's rally was a sudden collapse of that wall. And whether you understood him or not, you felt the weight. Kanye wasn't the only rapper to have a breakdown, because YK Osiris had a huge breakdown on Instagram Live. This live started with YK saying things like,
I give. I just want to be happy, man. Like, this is a piece of paper. I just want to be happy. That's all I want to do is be happy. I want to be for the kids.
He then started to open up about things he had going on behind the scenes.
Baby mama always tell me, say, Osiris, nobody fucks with you. Nobody fucks with you. And I always tell her, I don't believe you. And nobody really don't fuck with me. She be telling me, Osiris, nobody fucks with you. Like, stop doing music, bro. That shit whack. I believe her. She's definitely right.
He also went on to share some very deep thoughts.
But like, I want to die. Like, I want to myself. I want to like leave this earth. But something telling me my life is like literally like crumbling. Like, I've been telling y'all, man, no, that internet shit, it's all me posting no more, man. Y'all know y'all haven't been seeing me on the internet too much. Like, I haven't been on the internet because I've been so depressed.
Hopefully, YK is in better spirits nowadays. But now, let's brighten up the mood a little. Because next, we have the time Herbo's girlfriend gifted him a chain with a photo of his grandma who passed in 2016. Herbo attempted to take the chain out the box, but broke down before he could even finish taking it out.
What do you? What do you give a man that has everything? Jeez, he's just happy. Oh, Jesus. Is there an island at the bottom of the bag? What's in the bottom? What's in the bag? The man with everything. Oh, the glow.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Show your gift. Oh, don't cry. Oh, good. Oh. That's what you give him? Oh, let me get that out the room. You gotta love this. Gotta love it.
And those are 10 emotional moments in rap history.